The next day, we met up with Cedric in a cafe to talk about finding my brother.
We don't even know what makes him feel alive. Shouldn't we just wait for him to come back?
Our parents are talking about marriage, for Pete's sake. We're running out of time. Do you know what my parents would do if they found out they were being played? Out of panic, I remembered something again. The mysterious door in the basement. I told them about it, and we waited for Dad to be out before destroying the padlocked door, only to find out that it was actually a dark room where Kevin developed all his photographs, and it was connected to his room. And all those pictures were related to an island that only meant one thing. Kevin was staying on one of them. It makes sense now that he always disappears on weekends.
I also found a camera in his bag one time, but I never saw it again.
And why didn't you both tell me about this earlier? You're both idiots. And with that, the three of us were off to an adventure to get my brother back. As we traveled, I kept on flirting with Lauren to avoid Cedric. And for a moment, I thought I saw his deadly glare through the rearview mirror. Was he jealous? I wished. In a span of 2 days, we had already visited 7 islands, but there was no luck. Just when we were about to give up, we suddenly spotted someone resting on a hammock. It was Kevin. He looked shocked to see us. Suddenly, he glared at Cedric.
Dude, you told them?
Wait, you knew?
Let me explain.
No, you knew. And you kept silent while I was going crazy trying to find a way to bring back my brother so I could get me back. Kendra was equally furious.
Babe, I can explain.
Shut it, Kevin. You're not my favorite person right now.
Kendra.
Later, I need to speak to my brother. I walked away and Kevin followed me. Now start explaining the reason I'm sacrificing my identity.
I'm sorry, Peanut. I didn't mean for you to be tangled up in my mess. I felt stuck and suffocated because of Dad's expectations. I always knew I would have to take over the company someday, but I didn't know it would be this soon. I thought I would have enough time to still do what I love, to enjoy every island and see its beauty through my lens, but suddenly, I didn't even have a year. So I panicked and I ran away. I'm such a coward.
It didn't take a second for me to melt. No, that's the bravest thing I've seen you do. All our lives, I've only ever seen you nod to Dad's every demand. I'm proud of this version of you. I convinced him to come back, but he ended up convincing me to ditch Dad and come with him. After everything that happened, I just realized one thing. Dad wasn't worth it. So I agreed. Lauren is amazing, you know. She didn't deserve to be left without a word.
I know, Peanut. I guess I have a lot of making up to do.
Good luck, Walnut. Later that day, he spent his time making it up to Lauren and talking to Cedric, while I was left alone doodling some cute dresses on the sand. My brother then came up to me and asked me something.
Are you mad at Cedric? I asked him not to tell anyone. Keeping this from you must have been very hard for him.
I understand, but...
You like him, don't you?
What? No, I mean...
Don't worry. I finally gave him the go signal. You two can kiss or whatever.
As soon as he left, Cedric walked up to me with an earth-shattering smile.
Can we talk?
I couldn't look at him in the eye again.
About us. I've always fancied you, you know, more than violins.
I felt like melting at his confession. I told him about the reason why I'd been avoiding him all these years, and he responded to it by finally kissing me on the lips. Thank God I didn't pass out.
So, did it tickle your soul this time?
Yes.
Finally.